All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. He sets to fire deep and got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
11 more on that one and another first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Manning going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Manning trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out. Check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson, option left. Room here to run. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lauletta to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Lauletta. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why didn't you...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And who's got it? The Giants!
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. Lauletta on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will score a pick 6. For the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. Able to spin 3. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Detroit! The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Lawletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Lawletta. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And now running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Richmond. Bring the line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Still fighting. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go with Howard again. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Richmond.
Watson on 3rd down. And he finds his man Griffin. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Carlos Watkins in there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Lawletta to Barkley on the check down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Lawletta. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down. This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now in Houston.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now out comes Houston. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. On second down, here's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, Watson. Finding room inside the 40. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. He's going to let it fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Flex round! Flex round!
This is Howard on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.